Pastors Jasper and Alicia Williams, pastor of the church.
We have one question for you. What are you building? Watch this.
Hilton and Tempest are building something, and I didn't share with them what our intentions were. I just said, hey, look, what are you guys, as you all start thinking about 2018? What do you want to work on? What are you starting on? What are you looking at? And Hilton said, well, Pastor, I want to, let me not tell his story. Let them tell your story. You guys, please be cognizant of the time.
Definitely. So we won't keep you. How many married people do we have in here today? Married, okay. Give yourself a round of applause. So as we all may know, Tempest and I, so we've been dating since 2008. Pastor Jasper, Pastor Alicia, they married us a little over a year ago. So 2018, we wanted to build on our marriage. We all know that marriage can be difficult, respecting one another's opinions. So there's about 3 things that Tempest and I want to focus on in our marriage moving into 2018. So the first thing, we want to focus on, have a higher focus on God in our marriage. We know we can focus on God individually, pray individually, but together as a couple, we want to focus on God more. And what I mean by that is, Pastor and I had a deep conversation, and he said something to me that would always stick to me, and that's once you cross into covenant and become in agreement with God, the enemy will begin to attack you from every angle that you can think of possible. So like I said, Tempest and I have been dating since 2008. We were comfortable. We were doing it wrong, but we were comfortable doing it wrong. We got used to it. Once we crossed into a covenant and agreement with God, the enemy starts attacking from every angle that you may not even be aware of. So just moving into 2018, we definitely want to keep God in the center of our marriage, in our household, and our family. So
Another thing that we wanted to work on greatly was communication. And you need communication in every relationship, but it's so important in your marriage because that's how you guys will pretty much withstand the enemy. A brief testimony is back when we first had our son, I went through postpartum depression. And I felt alone because I didn't know how to communicate. We didn't know how to talk about it, and he didn't know how to communicate back to me so I can not feel alone spiritually, even though I wasn't alone physically. So that took me 2 times a span to go through that challenge, when if I knew how to communicate, I would have gotten over it quicker. And so much stuff in our life, because we don't know how to communicate to people around us or to our spouse, it takes us so much longer to hear what God is trying to say to us.
and the final thing is definitely respect. So I read in a devotional book that it says that the man is the thermostat and the woman is the thermometer, and that's 100% true. So I have to learn to respect my wife more and build on that. And what I mean by the man is the thermostat and the woman is the thermometer, for example, Tempest may come home from a long day of work. I may have had a long day of work. We're home, tensions are high. We just want to release. So that bouncing off communication, that first, the way I set the tone in the household, Tempest will read that automatically. So she's the thermometer, I'm the thermostat. So just focusing on respecting one another, healthy communication, and involving God as the number one source of our marriage. I think that's the 3 things we want to build on in 2018 to grow and increase our marriage. And we just want to thank you, Pastor Jasper and Pastor Elise, for everything you've done for us. So we'll definitely be leaning on you guys heavily in 2018 moving forward. Thank you.
So there you have it. 2018 is the year to build. So how are you going to do that?
Got plenty of space for you here at the church, for you to join along with us in the journey as we build 2018.